We start this story in a mountainside village of some sort, and we see sunshine entering the cave, revealing the houses built on the side of the mountain, and at the bottom of this mountain village is this eerie house and feeling, and we see some messed up, dirty guy, pounding something in a pestle and mortar, and there is this dirty-looking girl sitting next to him, and tasting whatever is in the mortar, and we see the dirty guy ask the dirty girl to stop disturbing him, but girl doesn't want to listen and keeps putting her finger into the mortar. She wants to eat the candy. So whatever this guy is pounding is apparently candy. Guy has had enough of this girl and he pushes her away. She falls to the ground, and we see that in this place there are more homeless-looking people pounding away, and we see the dirty guy. He is the main character and his name is Li Huowang. MC tells the girl that it's not candy, it's medicinal mud, and he tells her to bring the medicinal guide. Dude, the art style is insane. MC thinks that there is no point in asking or telling this creepy candy girl anything. She wouldn't understand, but she is having fun. MC thinks that this damn place is filled with foolish, crippled and weird people. It's simply a deformed museum, and with a bunch of fucked up people walking around. Lee thinks that why does he have to stay here with these weirdos? He notices some noise coming from behind him, and he takes a look. It's some big guy. He's pinned down a woman and is trying to assault her, and we see this absolutely pig-faced bastard trying to molest this white-hair beauty. Other zombie weirdos are enjoying the show, and they start laughing, but MC looks at them and thinks that it's all fake. It's just an illusion. And as he is about to pound the pestle, he is sure it's all fake, and yet he pounds the pestle into the fat bastard's head. The bastard is thrown away from the girl and blood erupts from his head. MC knows that it's all fake, but it doesn't matter, and he protects this absolute beauty and she hides behind him. Bastard, now all angry, tells MC that he's finished. Does he have any idea what this bastard is to the master? I guess a lapdog. Bastard tells MC that if master finds out he's messing around, he'll kill him. Lee, now annoyed, asks what even is the master. He's not even a fart. Nice. Bastard is stunned to see this guy insulting the master, and so are all the other medicine mud pounders. And we see someone dressed in all white enter the place, and he asks if they are done shouting. He addresses Lee and the girl Wang and tells them that the master is calling for them. Wang is that creepy candy-obsessed bitch. Bastard starts laughing and stating that they are now finished. MC is about to leave, but is stopped by the white-hair beauty. She stops him and tells him to not go. MC pushes her away and is ready to leave with the candy lady. Candy lady is following the white guy and asking him for candy, and so the three leave. And we see that the white-hair beauty is worried about Lee. They walk out from a cave on the mountainside. MC rubs his eyes and he can't believe what he just did. How did he end up with these things? Lee knows his personality isn't like this and decides that he can't let these things affect his character. Wang punches MC, but he is trying to calm down and thinks that he wasn't the real him just now. Annoyed by this candy bitch, he grabs her arm and asks what exactly is she trying to do. And we see that in her hands is the medicinal mud which she calls candy, and while looking absolutely batshit crazy, she offers MC some sweet candy. MC stares at her and takes the pouch from her. While sucking her fingers in the most Himiko Toga way, she states that MC is so nice and following him means more candy. And so, they carry on with their travel and enter some sort of a dark room. They cross by what seems to be giant cauldron on a furnace, and it's burning with some intense heat. And so they reach the master. Master 2 is busy pounding the medicinal mud with a giant pestle and mortar. Crazy candy lady bows to the master and greets him. Master stops his pounding and is glad to see his disciples approach him. This creepy barely any teeth master looks back and tells them that they really made him wait so long. He jumps up from the mortar and lands behind the two. MC is shocked to notice him behind them. The master grabs the crazy candy bitch by her neck and chucks her into the mortar. OMG, okay. Hold up, what the fuck is about to happen? Are we seriously going there? We see this creepy mofo with pus on his head start laughing with the most ugly smile, and he jumps back on the mortar and slams the pestle into the candy lady. This crazy bitch cannot believe that she is surrounded by candy and thinks that master is so nice. Master, not giving a fuck, slams the pestle again, and we see candy lady's eyes sticking to the pestle, and so he keeps pounding her, killing her, mixing her with the medicinal mud. Laughing like a maniac, he orders to start the furnace. They need to refine the elixir. Lee cannot believe what the fuck is going on as blood, goo, mud keeps splashing on his face, and we see two creepy as fuck bitches pour the medicine and chunks of crazy candy lady into the giant fucking cauldron. MC's mind is screaming at him that it's fake. As the master smells what the rock is cooking, MC is just losing his mind, thinking that the taste is fake. Candy Beggar's head getting smashed is fake too. Master is watching the furnace burn and asks MC if he called him a fart. Is that true? Master lunges at Lee and tells him to speak. Is he mute or something? Lee is busy thinking that Master's voice is fake too. Lee is focusing hard on everything and everyone being fake. Master is in MC's face ready to attack him, but Lee hasn't opened his eyes. Fake is what's going around his mind, and we see the scene get covered by water, and bam, MC opens his eyes. Nice eye close-up. MC wakes up and we see that he is strapped to a bed and bounded in a straitjacket. By the looks of it, it seems that the setting is a mental hospital, but to Lee everything just now was fake. MC's real name is Xiao Li, and we hear the doctor asking him how did the illusion felt this time. Were there any new changes? MC tells him that it was the same environment and he was doing the same thing. But what doctor asks? MC asks if he has told him about the crazy candy lady Wang before, and he continues that Wang, the beggar's headmaster, was in front of him and he used the beggar to refine the elixir. Doctor takes note of everything and writes it in his notepad. MC asks Dr. Lee if he can tell him what does this different illusion represent? What meaning does it have for my heart and mind? Doctor tells him to not worry about this stuff. He needs to focus more on the condition of his mental stability and the state of each illusion. Doctor tells him that since he has already gotten rid of the illusion perception disorder, everything over there is fake, and doctor advises him to not get trapped in it again, and as doctor is about to leave, he tells him that every time he falls into an illusion, he needs to act according to the logic of that place. Only then MC will be able to leave the hospital quickly. That's a weird thing to say, right? As the doctor is leaving, we see some girl enter the room. She giggles and asks if Lee heard what the doctor just said. MC looks at her, and we are introduced to this stunning, thick-thighs, beautiful waifu. She tells him to listen to the doctor's words. This is Lee's childhood friend Yang Na. MC can't believe that she came. She greets him, and he tells her to sit down. Looking at her pretty face, MC starts smiling in a creepy way. Waifu tells him that he looks really ugly when he smiles. She tells him to stop laughing and look at what she brought. And she brought the review study material personally assigned by the teachers for the 6-year high school exam, also known as the College Scholastic Aptitude Test, CSAT, in South Korea. MC is bored to see this and tells her that they have been playing since they were little, and this is how she is going to take revenge on him. Waifu slams the notes on his head and tells him, of course not. And she gives him a Nintendo Switch, straight up product placement. Nice. MC goes to grab the Switch, but she pulls her hand back and tells him to call her sister and she'll give it to him. Girl is trying to brother zone him. MC gets close to her mouth and whispers, sister, and quickly grabs the Switch stating that she is his real sister. Okay, they are joking. No incest going on here. This manhwa is already very graphic. MC starts playing on the Switch and states that she has no idea how boring it is to be stuck in the mental hospital every day. MC states that even if he's not crazy, he's close to going crazy. Waifu sighs and tells him to stop playing around. He needs to remember to do his homework. She tells him not to forget what he promised him. MC stops playing and tells her that he remembers. He gets close to her face and states that they promise to go to the same university, and he hugs her, and he tells Nana that he'll get better. Waifu hugs him back and tells him to get well soon. She'll wait for him. Lee tells her that it's getting late and he'll walk her to the hospital gate, and as he is trying to wear his slippers, he gets a strange feeling, and as he stands up his head starts hurting, and he notices a medicine pestle and mortar on his side table. Looking exactly the same as his illusions, Lee thinks that it's not right. He's been strictly following the doctor's orders these days. How could it be? Waifu is worried and asks him what's going on. Is he okay? MC realizes that he's in the real world and tells Waifu that he was joking and asks if she got scared. Waifu gets angry, puffs her mouth and asks why is he doing something like this? Does he still think of himself as a child? And in anger she turns around and leaves. MC tries to stop her but looks back at his side table. Pestle and mortar are gone, and he tells Nana to wait for him. But we see that something is going on. That medicine tray is fluctuating. MC tries to catch up to Nana and tells her to not be mad. He just wanted to make her happy, and we see other mental patients laughing at this cute couple. He tells her again to not get mad, and thinks that she's really ignoring him. Waifu turns around with a smile, and pokes MC on the face and tells him to take care of himself. She'll come visit him again next week, and so they wave bye to each other. MC walks back into the hospital and thinks that how could it be possible? For a moment he really saw the medicine pestle and mortar. Lee wonders if his condition has worsened, and as he's walking down the hallway, he thinks that if his condition worsens, he won't be able to get out before the college entrance exam. Then he won't be able to get into the same university as Nana. MC thinks that Dr. Lee should be fine. He's the best doctor his dad could find. MC is getting so annoyed of his situation, but he suddenly realizes that there is something inside his jacket's pocket, and would you look at that? MC takes it out and wonder if it's the weird malt sugar that the weird crazy candy sister gave him. MC tastes it and it really is sweet. Lee can't believe something from the illusion appeared in reality, and realizing that he quickly starts to run to tell Dr. Lee, but he stops and thinks that if this malt sugar is real, he thinks that the illusion didn't just have malt sugar. It also had his opportunity, and we see MC get all psycho. Scene shifts and we are back in the illusion or the other world. MC asks everyone if they have any money. Money, don't you understand? Gold, silver, or jade ornaments will do as well. He asks, they can't use it here anyway, so they might as well lend it to him for now. But all the workers just stare at him. MC sighs and tells them to forget it. He thinks, how could a group of medicine guides have any money? Someone calls out his senior brother Lee. That's MC. Oh, and one thing, when they are calling each other sister or brother, they are not related by blood. It's just a respect thing. And we see the white hair, absolutely gorgeous. Beauty pulling on his shirt and telling him to come to the side for a moment. They move behind a pillar. Screw it, I like her. I'm calling her waifu. Waifu takes off a yellowish ring, gold anklet of something I guess from her foot, and offers it to MC and asks if this will help him. Man, she is so cute. MC takes it and starts examining it. He thinks that it's a bit thin, but it's not bad. After all, it's gold. MC takes the gold anklet from her and tells her that he'll return it later, and he offered her some malt sugar and tells her it's sweet, she can eat it. She thanks him, and we see other workers spying on them. They thought there would be something better to see. Some love making, but this was boring. Guy in the white clothes appears out of nowhere and asks why is everyone gathered here. Workers get scared on hearing his voice. He asks why aren't they getting to work. Workers start running, stating that this guy is an inner sect disciple. Disciple notices Lee and states that it's a pity that last time MC couldn't become Master's medicine guide. MC notices him and remembers that this guy is called Xin Yang. Yang tells everyone to get back to work and warns them that if Master's medicine isn't prepared properly, he might skin them alive. Lee notices the jade pendant on Yang and wonders if it could be an antique. MC smiles and decides that the jade pendant is excellent and soon it will be his. Scene shifts and it's late at night and we are outside Yang's cave mansion, and we see MC walking out. He didn't think that it would go this smoothly. Yang isn't in his mansion tonight and Lee was able to steal the jade pendant. He thinks that if somehow he is able to bring it out from the illusion and sell it in the real world, at the very least he can cover the tuition fees for Nana and himself for the university. MC is happy and hoping down the mountainside, singing, the jade pendant, my jade pendant. As he nears the entrance of the cave, he notices light coming out and wonders if someone is up ahead. But suddenly Yang appears behind MC and asks the shocked MC what is he doing out at this hour? All right, let's continue. All startled, Lee looks back and sees that it's senior brother Yang. While holding the candle for light, Yang asks, why is MC wearing the medicine servant's clothes? Never mind, and he tells MC that he is lucky. He grabs MC and tells him to come with them. They are escaping this wretched place together. They have already dealt with the guard. MC, all confused, thinks about escaping and asks if these guys are planning on running away. Yang has no patience and he slams MC to the wall and yells at him. If he's not going to come with them, then he should just die here. There's no way they're leaving MC to tip them off to that mangy bastard. MC thinks that this plot twist is a real headache, and he thinks that he can always return to the hospital. And what can a bunch of NPCs and his hallucination do to him? And so he closes his eyes and opens them again, and just like that we are back in the real world. MC is back in the hospital, but he is still bound, so he can't really move. Man, there is no way someone can sleep like this, and so our psycho stops struggling and thinks that at this time of the night, the nurse is probably asleep too, and he has no way to check if the jade pendant and the golden anklet came along with him, and so he decides that he'll enter the hallucination again for now and check out things later. So he closes his eyes to sleep and awakes in the other world. Man, nice artwork. He's back where he was pinned to the wall and wonders where is everyone. Did they leave already? MC laughs and thinks that there is no fucking way his own hallucinations could hurt him. Scene shifts and it's the break of dawn. and we see that someone is running and telling everyone to get up, hurry, and stop sleeping. It's one of those creepy assistants of the boss, and it tells everyone that Master has ordered them all to gather at the Huiyan Hall. Now we see that all these medicine workers and MC were sleeping or resting on dry grass straws. They don't know what happened, and so they move quickly, thinking that it'll be trouble for them if they are late. But Li is just chilling, and so scene shifts to Qingfeng Temple Huiyan Hall. All the workers and servants have gathered in front of the mansion. Now we see that ugly boss making sure that everyone is here. MC is also standing outside with everyone and wonders what this geezer is up to now. Old boss comes out, and while holding the end of a rope, he states that last night, at 3 o'clock, some people tried to escape, and among them were 2 of Master's personal disciples, and he is very hurt. Now we see all those who tried to escape are tied up, even Yang. As boss pulls them while walking past MC, he states that the rules of Shishan Donghua sect are clear. Rewards for merit, punishment for transgression. As Yang is getting pulled, he looks at MC and tries to speak, but his mouth is shut. Li looks at him and thinks that it's just pathetic that they got caught already. Now boss whips the rope and pushes all the transgressors forward. Now surging with some ominous power, he makes a hand sign and tells something to open, and we see a huge hole open in the ground. MC is just standing there thinking that these are just hallucinations and assuring himself that everything in this hallucination is created by him. And as the transgressors are screaming in the back, MC thinks that there's no need for him to be afraid. But suddenly what seems to be a spear tentacle thingy shoots above Li's head, and we see that it's a giant tentacle monster and it's coming out from the hole boss opened, and it is killing all the transgressors, moving through them like a bullet. Blood is splashing everywhere and on Li's face, all wide-eyed. MC wonders, what is this thing? Could it also be something he created in the hallucination? But how could it be? And he thinks that things from hallucination can't hurt him, but something like this has never happened before. Now standing in the middle of the giant tentacle monster, boss, while looking absolutely terrifying, warns all the workers that in the future, if anyone harbors any unruly intentions, they should remember what they saw today. All the workers are scared shitless, but seriously man, the art style is amazing in this manhwa. Now as boss is walking back past the workers, he tells them that helping someone ascend to immortality is a great act of virtue. And as he walks near to MC, he states that if he, their Taoist master, ascends to immortality, he certainly won't forget their kindness. And all close to MC, he stops and stares at him and asks that last night those traitors invited MC to leave with them. Why didn't he comply? MC just stands there, thinking that it's just an illusion, and the master and all of this are nothing more than figments of his mind. This ugly boss is just a thought inside his head, so why should MC fear him? And so our psycho stays silent. Boss pats his head and states that MC is quite something special, and as he moves past MC, he states that he sees great potential in Li, and from now on, MC will be listed as a registered disciple of Master and he'll manage the materials room. MC thinks that he has become a registered disciple, managing the materials room, and that his status has actually been elevated, but that can't be it. It's probably because this boss has had a lot of people killed, and he is running out of helpers. Boss states that there's also a Taoist name for Li. Since he's become a disciple, he can't go without a Taoist name, and as from now on, he'll be New Xin Yang. MC smiles and thinks that because the previous Yang died, he became the new one, Master. Throws some bag to MC and tells him to take it. Li wonders what this is. Master tells him that these are 5 divine pills refined by him. Swallowing one won't only add 10 years to MC's life, but they'll also grant him temporary great strength for self-preservation, and we get to see these red weird-looking balls. And so the boss tells him that anyone who helps him is rewarded, but opposing him leads to a dead end. And the rewards are substantial. MC looks at the pills and remembers the giant pestle and mortar smashing the candy beggar, and he wonders if these pills are also made from people. So these are basically meatballs, nice? Scene shifts and we are awake in the hospital. MC has managed to smuggle out all these things. MC sits staring at these items and thinking that now he just needs to verify the authenticity of the jade and gold. But he wonders if the jade and gold are real. Could these pills also be effective? Li is thinking about trying one meatball, but as he grabs it, we see Nana enter his hospital room in training clothes, and all angry she yells at MC and tells him that she skipped self-study, climbed over the wall, and snuck out to answer his call. Whatever he has to say better be important. If it's a prank, she'll get angry. MC gently pulls her in the room. looks around if there is anyone and quickly closes the door and the drapes. Waifu is now blushing, wondering if they are about to make some love, and she asks MC why is he closing the curtains. The nurses can hear them. Nurses on the speaker tells them that it's fine, they can't hear them, and they tell Lee to make the move. Man, these nurses are horny. And then out of nowhere Lee drops something in Nana's hand and tells the nurses to not gossip so much, and they should focus their extra attention on ICU patients instead. Waifu looks at the pendant and asks what it is. MC whispers to her to not make a sound and listen to him. And then he tells her something that we are not told. It's probably something like, these things are real and he can bring them back from his hallucinations. And so the scene shifts and we move forward a few days later. Lee is sitting in his room and thinking that people outside and even his parents don't believe him. Everyone thinks that he's just crazy, and so he has no one else to turn to. She's the only one willing to seriously listen to him, and so Lee wants Nana to believe in him. We hear the announcement on the speaker that Lee's girlfriend is here to see him again. MC is happy to hear that Nana is back, and so he quickly runs outside, but we see some hospital security with their shields and person grabber running around. Lee notices them running past him, and he asks the guard named Zhao, "What's happened? Is something wrong?" Guard tells him to quickly lock the door and not to come out randomly, and if he sees the patient old Lu, he needs to report it immediately. That guy sneaked in and spat out some medicine again. MC tells them that he'll let them know. Standing in the hallway, MC thinks that old Lu escaped from the ICU. How did he manage to get out? But none of it matters to him. He needs to see Nana. Scene shifts, and we are in the park of the hospital. People are moving around, and it's a lovely sunny day, and our couple is hiding behind a wall. Waifu tells MC that she had someone appraise the jade pendant and gold bracelet he gave her, and that pendant is indeed a genuine antique, and its value is no less than 400,000. Plus, the gold bracelet is also made of real gold. MC is really happy about hearing this, and we see that he starts fluctuating. This is just as he expected. He knew it would be like this, and he gets all psycho, starts laughing. He quickly hugs Nana and starts spinning her around, and tells her that he is not sick. Nana is telling her to slow down. But wait a minute, that's not Nana. Nana is fluctuating, and from Lee's perspective, that's the white hair waifu from his hallucination, and so MC states that his ability is genuine after all, but he can't reveal it too soon. Now they are walking in park, and MC asks if Nana is ready to become a little rich lady. What little rich lady? Waifu asks and tells the brat to stop talking nonsense, and she softly punches Lee in the ribs, now all cute looking. She tells MC that she doesn't want money, and compared to this ability of his health is more important, and she tells Lee to promise her that his treatment won't stop, and the medicine can't stop, otherwise she'll never help him again, and so our boy promises her. But then suddenly out of fucking nowhere we see old Lu drop behind them. He quickly grabs Nana and face first, slams her to the ground. Lee all angry yells at Lu to stop. Now we see MC charge at Lu, yelling him, "That's my girlfriend. Let go of her." But Lu throws a stone at MC, it hits our psycho on the head and he starts bleeding. Waifu, while getting molested, is worried about MC, and we see him falling. All blooded and on the ground, barely conscious, he is thinking about Nana. But then he remembers the meatball pills given to him by the master, and how they will grant him great power and strength. Waifu, now crying, asks Lee what's going on with him, and with tears in her eyes, she looks at Lee eating one of the meatballs. And we see MC literally giving off main character aura and surging with intense power. And so he moves quickly. Lu notices him, but it's too late for him. MC, looking all cool with his eyes glowing, grabs Lu from his face and pulls him away from Nana, and bam, he slams Lu in the ground. Now as he claws Lu's face, he tells him that he told him to stop. "Didn't you hear me?" He asks. "Oh man, just look at the panel. So cool and psycho." Scene shifts, and we see that Lee has been captured and is in his bindings and chains, and he is telling the doctors to let go of him. MC screams at the doctor that he retaliated. He did this to protect Nana. It was the other psycho who attacked Nana first. Now we see that we are in the dangerous patient confinement room. Doctor standing in front of Lee tells him that this is counterkill, and he asks Lee to tell him honestly, how did he manage to hurt Lu so badly? And he states that not just anyone can do that. MC stares at the doctor and thinks. Doctor in Lee's face tells him to think carefully. He hates it when his patients lie to him. MC is thinking about what should he do. He can't let the doctor find out about the pills, and so he decides to close his eyes. Doctor asks if he's listening to him, and MC thinks since he can't tell him anything, it's best to enter the other world. Man, seriously, this guy just gets out of any situation by closing his eyes. How convenient. And so we are back in the other world. And as MC lays on his bed of dried grass, he looks at his hand and thinks that no matter what, this is one way to solve the problem. Scene shifts and now we are in this eerie atmosphere and someone is doing some sutra or chant. The three saints of Inyang, a small Tai Chi, may it endure calamities. The cauldron is worthy of immeasurable praise, bring blessings, and save lives. To universally rescue and preserve life and death, the Tao surpasses all heavens. Now we see that it's the ugly master who's doing the chant and all his disciples are sitting behind him in white clothes. Boss states that Xianyang, the new one, has joined his Qingfeng sect, and there must be many things he doesn't understand. Now we get a look at Li. He's all dressed neatly, but guy seriously needs a haircut. Master orders a senior brother to teach him C about what the fuck is going on, and this gecko-faced servant is ready to teach him C. Li just stares at him in silence, and so the boss states that it's past the hour, there's nothing else to do. So they should all go and eat. But we see this very close servant to the master kneeling down before master and staring at MC. Li wonders who this guy is, and why is he staring at him. Now we see Gecko Face and MC coming down the stairs, and this older brother tells MC that person beside master is Zhang Kuan, and after other most senior brothers defected, now Zhang Kuan is the only close disciple to master. And from now on when MC meets him in the sect, he needs to remember to show respect. And so we are officially introduced to Gecko Face. He is Xin Yuan, a registered disciple. Yuan tells MC that Zhang is very petty. MC now scratches his head and asks Yuan that he just became master's disciple. What should he do next? MC wants Yuan to help him solve this doubt. Yuan tells him that although master personally accepted him as a disciple and entrusted him to manage the material room, but if he wants the master to teach him the way to immortality, he's still far from it. MC laughs and jumps on Yuan to ask him if the master really become immortal. Yuan tells him to not get too excited. Master's powers are naturally extraordinary, but the immortality technique is something only the inner disciples like Zhang Kuan can learn. MC, now smiling, thinks about immortality and that this place really has a lot of good things, and he must strive to take more money from here. Scene shifts and we are at the giant furnace, which is in the alchemy room. This ugly piece of shit boss is smiling like a maniac, and we see the giant cauldron open and these red balls of light start shining throughout the room. These are the meatball pills that MC took in the real world, and boss is collecting them in a green gourd. Dude, seriously, the art design and color palette used here amazing. Now we see all the pills are getting sucked into the gourd and master is happy that this turned out really good. MC is looking at this whole process, and he can't believe that he was only thinking about making money. His vision was still too narrow. Now with a creepy smile, MC thinks that if he can bring this power to the real world, it would be great. Boss calls to MC, and he wonders if things could escalate this quickly. He needs to find a way to get things done right, so that this old man can teach him the divine powers, and so MC bows before the master and asks if he has any orders for him. Boss tells him that now he is in charge of managing the materials and orders him to bring a medicinal named by Ling Miao. MC thinks and remembers that Ling Miao is the beautiful white-hair waifu, and he is startled and shocked about what he needs to do and what could happen to Ling Miao. Master gets all up in Li's face and asks if he can't hear him, and so MC closes his eyes and thinks that he is left with no choice. But he hears someone calling his name, and as he opens his eyes we are back in the real world. Doctor and his mother are standing over him. Li opens his eyes and looks at his mother and asks why is the doctor here. Mother is worried about Li's head being wrapped like that, and she asks if it hurts. Li tells her that he's fine and it doesn't hurt. Mother is glad to hear that her child is all okay, but she is also worried at how thin he has become, and asks if the hospital food is good or not, and she brings out a box of MC's favorite milk grapes and feeds them to him. MC eats one and tells her that she doesn't need to bother with all this and he just wants her to stay with him. That's enough. Mother tells him all right and is happy to see him awake. Otherwise, doctor will drag her to meet the family of the old man who hit MC. And so the doctor reminds her that the family of old Lu is waiting for her. Mother tells him to wait and she needs to say one last thing to her son. MC tells his mom that he was just defending himself. It was old Lu who attacked Nana first. Mother tells him that the doctor already told her about that the other day, and all pumped she assures his son that he has no need to worry. She's here. MC is feeling emotional and getting teary-eyed. Mom waves him by and tells MC that she is leaving now, and he needs to listen to the doctor and take his medicine on time. MC calls out to his mother, and we see Mother all locked in. It could also mean that she is annoyed of her son. We'll have to find out. MC smiles and thinks that when the time comes his mother will definitely scold the hospital and old Lou severely, and suddenly MC notices that his mind is about to drift again. He thinks that his mom suddenly came over, making him forget how to deceive the old man. Doctor tells MC that they can talk now, but Lee is in no condition to talk and says that they'll talk when he comes back next time. And we are back. Lee is laying on the ground and he hears someone say that he's awake. MC looks up and notices the master and tells him that he is awake. Master is holding some weird tentacle creature in his hand. As MC sits up, he wonders if the matter of refining the pill with Ling Miao has been settled. But then Master out of fucking nowhere grabs his mouth and MC is startled. Laughing with barely any teeth, he tells MC to open his mouth for the master, and he slams the weird tentacle creature down MC's throat. Lee starts coughing and wondering what this old bastard feed him, and OMG what a panel. And we see this weird red and black creature going down Lee's mouth. Boss tells him to open his mouth wide, and we see this giant structure of some sort with talismans all over it. Now we see that top shot of this thing with more tentacles coming out of it, and the master tells MC to swallow the black Tai Sui. Tai Sui are spiritual deities in Chinese mythology and Taoism. Like and subscribe for more and see you in the next chapter.